Pastor Caron with you. All right, so our nugget of understanding will be on the word purpose. What is purpose? Purpose is a word that we hear used a lot these days. Motivational speakers are using it, life coaches are using it, business coaches are using it, pastors are using it. But what is purpose? All right, so let us get into the word of God and hear what the word of God says. All right, so the word purpose comes from the Greek word prothesis, which means a setting forth of a thing, placing it in view, the showbread, something exposed in the presence of God. So purpose is something that is exposed in the presence of God, setting forth in the presence of God. All right, so let us look at a couple of scriptures. Romans 8 says, we know that all things work together for good for them that love God and are called according to purpose. Jeremiah 1:5 tells us that before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. I sanctified you. I set you apart. I ordained you a prophet to the nations. Psalms 139:13 and 16 says, for you formed my inward parts, you covered me in my mother's womb. Your eyes, God eyes, saw our substance being yet unformed, and in his book our days were fashioned and written before we were born. So what does all of this mean? What is purpose? Purpose is what you were created for. You were created to fulfill a mission that was knitted inside of you by God. You see, the chances of you being born is 1 in 4 million. Can you imagine that? The chances of you and I being born is 1 in 40. 40, not 4, 40 million. We were sent from eternity into time, because in God is eternity and we are from God. So we were sent from eternity into time to manifest his will that he knitted inside of us. And this will is written in his book even before we were born. So we have to understand that he formed us. He sanctified us. He ordained us. He set us apart. Every hair that is upon our head, he knows they are numbered. Our days are numbered before him. And that's the reason why we can boldly say and declare, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, because I'm called according to the purpose of God. You see, that burning desire that is inside of you, or that was inside of you, because some of us along the way, because of the trials of life, we have lost that burning desire. But remember when you were younger, or remember, or even now, the burning desire that is inside of you that allows you to wake up each morning. That is the purpose of God is storing that burning desire inside of you. What you have to ask yourself, what you need to ask yourself now is that, am I fulfilling this purpose? Am I using up the gifts and talents that is upon my life? Am I walking according to the will of God? You need to know that rejection cannot stop you. Fear cannot stop you. Abuse cannot stop you. Disappointments cannot stop you. Demons cannot stop you. Heartbreak cannot stop you. Lies cannot stop you. Haters cannot stop this purpose that is inside of you. Once we start understanding that we were created in the image and likeness of God, that we were sent from eternity into time to fulfill something that he wrote in our DNA before we were even born. We have to understand we are the sons and daughters of our God. We are a royal priesthood, a holy nation. We were washed in the blood of the Lamb, set apart for His glory, created to be the head only and not the tail, fearfully and wonderfully made. No one can walk into your purpose. No one can accomplish what it is that you were sent to do. God's perfect plan designed you. You are a masterpiece. You are an original. But the purpose of God will be fulfilled when we start spending time in the presence of God, so that He can activate, He can tell us, He can teach us, just like what He did with His disciples. He sat with them for 3 years so that He could unveil the purpose that was inside of them. Then He said to Peter, go forth, feed my sheep, feed my lamb. Some of us are called to 10. Some of us are called to 1,000, but that doesn't mean that our purpose is not important. We don't need an audience with man for our purpose to be manifested or to be stirred or to be perfected in us. No, what we need is an audience with God. And once we start going in the presence of God, then that purpose will start manifesting, and then we will start walking. Meditate upon His words day and night, and you will be like a tree planted by the rivers of living water that will bring forth your fruit within your season. The fruit, that fruit that it speaks about, is your purpose, because your purpose is to feed the nation, to bring forth and manifest the glory and will of God upon this earth, to bring forth His glory. So I encourage you today, be not dismayed, be not discouraged. Know that purpose was already knitted inside of you, that you are not a mistake, that you were born, that you were sent, that the Spirit of God is here to guide and to lead us according to the will of God, to bring forth that thing that was placed on the inside of you that we call purpose. All right, thank you. I pray that this word was an encouragement to you. All right, God bless you.